2026 continues to push mobile gaming forward. May is no different, bringing a fresh wave of new releases and some actual gems. Hello friends, this is Mobile, and here are over 20 new must-play mobile games of May 2026 for your Android and iOS. Alright, first of all, this is just a quick mention. For those of you still wondering, Kingdom Heroes Arena is legitimately in the making for Android and iOS. It's already out through a demo on Steam and TapTap, and the full game's set to be coming out within just weeks. And this one's switching things up majorly, where instead of the usual large-scale strategy stuff, it goes full one-on-one fighting straight in an arena. In fact, all the big names are here as well. Guan Yu, Lu Bu, Sun Jin, Zhao Dun, you name it. Except now they're throwing hands instead of commanding armies. Still not out yet, but if they land the combat right, this could hit way harder than actually expected. Coming in at number 2, it is the game RV the Yets, which is basically friendship roulette, and it's on wheels. Like, you're all packed into this RV trying to reach point B. It sounds simple until someone messes up the clutch, hits a plank bridge wrong, and a random bear shows up and just ruins everything. Everything's now flying, parts falling off, and suddenly everyone's yelling. Solo, I wouldn't say it's a game. I mean, don't even bother. This game actually lives and dies on co-op. With friends, it turns into pure moments of betrayal, panic, dumb decisions, slow progress as well, lots of resets, but that's kind of the fun with this game. The game has been actually ported to mobile with multiple phases. It's now making their own genuine version, which is coming out sometime later this month. It's available now on the Play Store.
Reach you, but I had to try.
Sitting at number 3, it is Broken Spectre. And this one's just different, like unforgettable different. This game is not about the action, it's about being pulled into something you don't fully understand. You could say it's a rather basic walking sim at some times, until the world slowly starts bending into this cosmic body horror mess that just hits different. The big thing here is the hand interaction, which is not a gimmick, it's the experience itself. Everything you do feels direct, personal, like you're actually there inside the game's world. Pretty short game though, it hits, it's not loud, it's just disturbing in the right way. It's not free though, it's $10.99. Prime Rush, on another hand, feels like it's actually trying to reshape the usual shooting loop into just something more decision heavy, without slowing the pace down as well. Still, it's a PvP, but there's this extra layer where winning isn't just last squad alive anymore. You can actually extract with Cosmium and end the match early if you play it smart. Which, I mean, that alone changed how people move in the game. Some squads play itself, holding zones, others rush for extraction routes like it's a heist. Then you've got abilities layered on top. It's clearly built around that Brazilian competitive energy as well. Not trying to overly complex things, just giving players different ways to take control of a match before someone else does. It's a free game, about 2 GB in total, and also plays online. Going down to number 5, we have a pretty decent new attempt from an indie team going by the name Unique Killer. It's an action shooter that feels like it's less about aiming, more about how you build yourself before every match starts. I mean, getting yourself in there. Fixing a loadout, body, the class's skills, and then eventually dropping into these top-down shootouts where positioning does most of the talking. Auto shoot keeps it smooth, but winning isn't automatic at all. It's pretty quick, tactical, kind of sweaty in a good way. Not a flashy game for no reason. It's just focused PvP where your setup really shows. Up at number 6, we have a game called Dita, and this one's actually been in the making for quite a while, almost a year now. Dita keeps things pretty grounded and controlled. It's not chasing scares or anything, although it is a horror adventure in a way, but it's building pressure over time. That's the aim. You're navigating this locked house, working through puzzles and constantly thinking about where the threat might be rather than reacting to it. The pacing is pretty slow on purpose, giving the whole experience a more deliberate, uneasy feel. It's not flawless, of course, bugs can interrupt progress, but at its best, it's a pretty focused horror game that relies on restraint more than noise. It's a free game, but 300 megabytes in total. On another hand, Old Market Simulator sort of low-key turns you into that one shop owner who just cares way too much about the cabbage prices and apple prices and stuff. And somehow this time it works. Your actions are just messing with prices, stocking, reading these weird customers like it's a mind game. It's a pretty chill game, not to make it any confusing, but there's actual strategy hidden in there as well. Like you mess up your pricing, and suddenly no one's buying anything. And the vibe carries it hard. Cozy visuals, soft designs, easy to sink into time, not loud, not flashy, just quite addictive in its own line. Jumping into number 8, we have Project Imjin. And I gotta say, man, this game is not even playing around. It's straight history, war, and quality over quantity all the way to the max, although this game does have quantity as well. You're dropped into the Imjin war with real generals, and instead of just watching history, you're gonna be creating it. Landing fights, naval battles, even controlling stuff like ships. It's all here and it feels very big. But it's not just fighting either. There's this whole economy loop. You're gonna be gathering, trading, building power before war even starts. It is strategy, scale, and pressure all mixed. Like every move actually shifts something. Use the links down in the description. This game does have an English version, although you might need a Korean VPN to just log in. Going up to number 9, we have Easy Delivery Company. Chill on the surface type of game, where you're a delivery driver with a small truck on a mountain road, dropping off packages, talking to locals, simple life, right? Yeah, sure. The whole thing has this nothing weird is happening here's vibe, while quietly hinting the opposite. Strange town, strange people, weird weather, and the game just keeps acting normal about it. You drive, you earn cash, upgrade, unlock stuff, and slowly start noticing things don't add up. It's a slow game, yes, almost relaxing, but there's a pretty deep level to it as well. It's not free, about $10 unfortunately, and it's available on Android and iOS as well. Headshot ZD is locked in on one thing, which is clean, crispy headshots that just snap. This game's built around that simple idea. Everything else in the game just orbits around that feeling. You're lining up shots, chaining skills, watching numbers explode while the screen keeps throwing bodies at you. It's got that arcade pulse like you're chasing your own high score every run. Simple on the surface, but your aim actually carries a whole experience. Oh, and I do believe this game actually took over 7 years for its developers to bring it on the Google Play Store for free. Photo Anomaly is basically that don't blink or you'll miss it kind of game. You're dropped into this silent house with just a flashlight, and the whole loop is just paying attention, spot what change, catch what doesn't belong, move before things escalate. It's simple on paper, but the tension builds pretty fast because you're never really sure what's normal in the first place. The game keeps you just second guessing every room, every corner you already checked, and that's where it works. Quiet, focus, and constantly making you doubt everything you saw. It's an offline game, it's free as well. Going down to number 12, we've got the game Adrift X. And this game is very much built around that just give me the road and let me slide kind of experience. It drops you into an open world made for drifting first, racing second, and everything else later. You're not really locked into strict tracks or missions all the time. You're mostly just out there learning how each car behaves when it starts to lose grip and how far you can push it before it spins out. It's not trying to overcomplicate things either. It's just you, the car, and long stretches of road. The control really matters more than speed itself. Going down to number 13, it is Volley Girl developers' new game, which I think I mentioned before once, but it's now fully out. The game A Girl Adrift. It's a cozy comeback story wrapped in a fiction RPG skin, and it sort of leans pretty hard into emotional. Like you're not just here to fish, but slowly rebuilding that sense of connection the series is known for. It's part idle progression, part exploration, part something else, and the loop is pretty simple as well. The kind of game you end up staying in longer than you planned just because it feels strange, but pretty calm at the same time as well. It's a free game, takes you about half a gigabyte in total. We've talked about Gambonanza. The game came out literally yesterday, and I gotta say, man, this game feels like chess got bored of being proper and decided to start like cheating a little bit. It's turn-based for sure, but you're stacking upgrades, bending the rules, pulling pieces out of nowhere like it's a card game, and it's got that, roguelike brain where every run snowballs differently. Suddenly you're doing stuff that would get you banned on real chess. You don't need to be smart either, just willing to experiment with different things. It's a pretty weird idea, but it actually works. Little Corner Tea House, which I highly recommend giving a try since it's a free game and already downloaded nearly 1 million times in just days, is sort of that slow, cozy grind you don't realize you need it until you're about 40 minutes deep just making drinks and listening to random people vent about their lives. It's not trying to rush you at all type of game. You're planting ingredients, figuring out these weird drink orders, decorating a space, just vibing, and there's a lot going on under the surface as well, but it never really feels heavy. Yeah, it's a bit mobile sim at times, but the atmosphere really carries the whole experience very, very hard. It's a free game as well. Down at number 16, we have Anvil Saga. It's a sim strategy game, but not about fighting wars, it's about supplying them. So you're running this blacksmith shop in the middle of a war, hammering out sword, taking orders, dealing with knights, outlaws, even these weird customers that bring drama with them, and every decision sticks with you. Who you help, who you ignore, it all comes back somewhere down the line. It's a pretty chill game on surface, but underneath there's a lot of pressure in different directions. So yeah, kind of cozy until it isn't. It's not a free game, but it does play offline as well. Sliding into number 17, we have Dragonfall Kingdom. Classic start with nothing, build everything type of grind, but with dragons, magic, and a whole lot of waiting, if you're not being careful. So you're building your city, stacking resources, summoning heroes through gacha nonsense and stuff. Then you're gonna be sending out like chess pieces into fights that actually need some planning. It's a familiar pace, but still really addictive once a loop grabs you. The whole game's about 1 gigabyte in total. Up and coming at number 18, we have a game called Maze It Out. So guys, Maze It Out flips the usual puzzle logic game where instead of fighting the fastest route, you're actively making things worse in a smart way though. You're placing these blockers, shaping paths, basically forcing the solution to take as long as possible, which sounds simple, but it rewrites how you think pretty fast. The game's pacing is clean, difficulty ramps nicely, and chasing perfect setups gets surprisingly addictive down the line. Pretty calm game, pretty focused, and actually feels fresh in a space that's usually very predictable type of genre. Going down to number 19, we have the number 1 most purchased strategy game of the month, believe it or not, and it's called Dungeon Within. Except here you're not the hero or anything like that. You are the problem. In fact, in Dungeon Within, you wake up as some half-forgotten dark lord, and instead of escaping dungeons, you're building one. Setting traps, placing rooms, stacking monsters, basically designing a place no one should survive. It's strategy, mayhem, and a bit of evil creativity all mixed together. It's offline on both stores, comes in English as well, and takes you about $6. Highly, highly recommend it. Legend of Witch has that accidentally powerful vibe. You check in, tap a bit, log off, and somehow your witch comes back way stronger, like she's actually been grinding behind your back. It's a full idle mode type of game where the numbers are climbing, loot stacking, systems unlocking, but it keeps things light with that pixel style and the progression loop. You don't really play it in a long session, you just manage it. Nothing deep, not too demanding, it's just a steady dopamine drip that just keeps you pulling back every day. On another hand, Swordmaster leans into that you versus everything sort of energy and actually backs it up with some solid combat. The fights feel pretty tight, dodging late hurts, parrying right flips a whole moment, and the combos do flow when you're locked in. It's a stage-based game, dungeons, boss patterns, upgrades, the usual setup, but it doesn't feel lazy about it either. It plays offline, which does help, not reinventing anything in a big way, but it plays clean, hits hard, and respects your time and more than you'd imagine.
6 ordinary people.
And last but not least, we have a game called UDAA, which comes in with a pretty strong identity of its own. It's not just an action platformer, it's trying to feel like a co-op campaign, which is also wrapped inside a simulation skin. You're dropped into this project situation where nothing is explained cleanly, and the game slowly pushes you through these stage environments that feels way off. Basically what stands out is just how it is structured. It's a bit chaotic, of course, but still clearly built around planning rather than just spamming buttons. And that's it. Thanks for watching, I really hope you enjoyed, I'll see you again tomorrow. Ciao.